Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. My name is John, and in this video I'm going to be going over the discovery features in Gaio. So these include quick upload, AI dashboards, insights, and the power search. So to start with, I think I'm going to go through the quick upload. And now basically what this allows you to do is take a CSV or something like that and upload it and create a table within Gaio and insert it into any of your existing projects already in your environment. The quick upload, you can go from having a CSV to having a table in Gaio that you can then query and create dashboards and things like that very quickly. So to find the quick upload, you can just look at this bottom bar here, and it's this icon with the cloud. So let's just click, and we're going to browse files to find our CSV. This is just the one I'm using for the sample today. And after it loads, you're able to see a preview of what the output table is going to look like. You can label the file, and you can give the output table a name. So I'm just going to leave this as e-commerce social products. You can select the project that you want this table to go into. I'm going to save this into Gaio community docs, so I don't need to change that. And then this table discovery switch here just means that it enables you to use the CSV for our power search and AI dashboard features. And actually, I'm going to use this exact table that I'm creating now for the AI dashboard demonstration. So looking at these columns, I think I need to change this because it looks like there's text in the product ID. So I'm just going to change this from decimal to a string so I don't cause any errors. And finally, just click upload. Nice, that was fast. So now that I have it uploaded, what are some of the things I can do? The one I'm going to show here is the AI dashboard. And now the AI dashboard works with any of your tables within Gaio and things like that. I'm just going to use the example here with the CSV I just uploaded. So I'm going to click this AI button. You can see it says AI dashboard, choose a smart dashboard or create a new one. I'm going to create a new one. And you can see that this e-commerce social products is here because we created a discovery. And a cool thing to note as well is this icon here will match the icon of the application that the table or discovery feature is in. So maybe if you have things with similar names, that icon can certainly be helpful in helping you identify which is which. So let's just click. And I have nothing here, so I'm going to just click this build a dashboard button in orange. And this opens up our data chat. So basically here you can talk with an AI to have it generate some visualizations using the CSV. We have by default that kind of create 8 visualizations for this dashboard. And now you can see how quickly it created some different types of charts. Here we got revenue by tag, revenue by category, average price by tag, all of this cool stuff. So basically in mere seconds, we went from uploading a CSV to now having a dashboard. Very quick and easy. And you can also edit this, move it around. You can open this up to talk more with the AI if you want to. I don't think I'm going to edit this right now. I think this is good. I like the way this looks. So I'm just going to close out. And now for the insights and power search, in order for those features to work, you have to create what's called a discovery. And instead of it being here on the home screen, you have to create a discovery inside of your project. So I'm going to open up my project, and you can find discoveries by clicking the last icon in this tab over here to the left. You can also see that when I imported the CSV, it automatically created a discovery here. That's why I was able to use it with the AI dashboards. But I want to create a new discovery. Let's give it a name. Let's do sales demo. The table I want to choose is our sales table. I don't think I'm going to add a description or any type of filters, but I am going to enable insights and AI dashboard here. Now you can choose which ones you want to use it for, but I'm just going to select all, and you can make it active or inactive here. And next we're going to go into the insights tab, and now if I were to have this unselected, you'll see this, and it'll say enable type insights to see this content. And it allows us to select dimensions, measures, and dates for our automatically generated insights. It'll make a lot more sense, I think, once I get to actually showing off the way the feature looks. But basically, the insights generates automatic kind of visualizations based on trends or extreme values in the last couple months or years or days. It depends on the kind of range that you set for it. But I'm going to select, let's see, country. You can select any or all of the columns that you want to, but just to keep it simple here, I'm just going to choose one dimension, one measure, and one date. So I'm not doing a computed field, so I'm just going to choose the field, which is a column. I want the total price, and for dates, I want the order date month. And now this is a monthly date, just to keep that in mind. So when I do look in the insights, it'll show me insights based on monthly information. And if I go into the advanced, you can see here, you choose monthly, daily, or weekly default period. But in the menu itself, it allows you to flip between monthly and daily. I don't need to change any of these settings, but I am going to have to add a schedule. So what this does is it basically will continue to update your insights to find more values, maybe your data updated. You got some new sales today, and that kind of impacts the way your insights look. So just for the sake of time, I'm going to set this to run every minute. But you can do, a specific day of the month, so it runs once a month. You can do, you can select a month of the year, so it runs once a year. You can select a day of the month, so it runs once a month. A day of the week, so it runs once a week. An hour of the day, so it runs once a day. And a minute of the hour, so it runs once an hour. But you can also set it so that it goes, hey, I want it to run only on the 25th. At 12:15. You can set it up like that as well, but here I'm just doing every minute, and I'm going to click save, and I'm just going to wait a couple moments for it to update, because we set it to every minute, so we need to wait for it to run the first time. But I'm just going to unpause when I believe the right amount of time has passed. Okay, now I'm back. It's been a minute or so. So in order to get to the insights and view this discovery that we just created, we have to back out to the home screen and select this magic wand icon here at the bottom. Now, I only have one discovery context, so it came up by default, but just in case you have more than one, you can select the one you want. For me, it's sales. I'm going to select the country field and the measure of total price. So you can see that we have monthly data instead of daily. I don't have daily information, so nothing would show up if I click that. But here we have some extreme values. So values where our sales in the month for a specific country went down by a considerable amount. But this information doesn't really make me happy, so I think I'd rather look at the positive insights. And look at that. In Mexico, from last month, our sales increased 493%. So let's check this out. You can click on it, and it will show you more in-depth information, just kind of a text explanation of what's going on. It'll show last month versus this month. And because it's monthly, you can view a monthly summary, so you can see that seems like June is generally a month where we do well in Mexico, because last year it was 10,000. This year it's 10,000. September, looks like we didn't get any sales in December. So you can look at all this information. Again, there's more here, previous, current, percent difference, information like that. And you'll also be able to see trend information versus extreme value. So maybe in the past few months, in South Africa, your sales have been increasing by 1,000. It would show up there in the insights as well. But yeah, that's just a small overview of what's going on. It generates a lot of very quick, very easy information that is useful for your business, for your decision making, any of those kinds of things. And now finally, I want to show off the power search. So to get to the power search, you just select this down here. And in the power search menu, you can see we have views, contexts, and fields. When you create a discovery in the power search menu, it's what's called a context. So you can see my sales demo context is here. I can click on it. And so here are all the columns in my table, and I can actually very quickly create any kind of chart I would like just by dragging in columns. So last time we looked at the country and total price, so maybe I'll do, say, product name and quantity. So now you can see we have a horizontal bar chart of our products and how much quantity has sold. You can change it. I think this one looks better, the vertical bar chart, but maybe you would rather see a line or a pie or a donut chart, or just look at a table. You can do that too. I'm going to go back to the bar chart. But yes, with the power search, you're able to create any of these kinds of charts and visualizations extremely quickly. Maybe you're a business user who doesn't have access to the data workflow and you just want to see some information, or you quickly have an idea. Maybe there's a relationship between two of my columns. I just want to test see real quick. You can do that. And the cool thing here too is, I think I like the pie chart the most. You can save a specific view you've created. So let me call this sales chart and click save. And now that I've saved it, it shows up not just in my all menu, but the views. So if I want to go back to it, I can just click it. Oh, and now I'm back to the chart I just created. So yeah, I think that covers all discovery features within Gaio. Hopefully this was helpful. As always, the documentation is linked below if you have any more questions, and our support team is always willing to answer any of the questions you may have. Thank you so much.